read and discuss literature.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
The LHS Book Club will be holding its first meeting Friday after school in room 206. They will be discussing Salt to the Sea and snacks will be provided.
No way.
If you have any questions, see Amanda Peter, Mr. Tooley, or Miss Wiggins. We hope to see you there.
I'll see you there.
I gotta tell someone!
There will be an informational meeting next Monday, September 11th for anyone who's interested in joining intramural volleyball. It will be in the library classroom.
If you have any questions, contact Ms. Neiman. There will be a Future Business Leaders of America meeting this Thursday after school in room 12. Contact Ms. O'Day with any questions that you might have.
Hey, you want to play Ultimate Frisbee? Come to Nicholas Dowden on Mondays at 3.
The other day, my friend confided in me. She said that she'd been feeling depressed, and worse than that, she'd been feeling incredibly alone in her situation. This struck a chord with me because not too long ago I too was feeling depressed, and I too was feeling incredibly alone and somewhat ashamed about my feelings. So I started to ask a few friends about whether they'd ever experienced depression or any other symptoms related to mental health. Every single one of them said they had, and almost all of them had never spoken to me or anyone else about it. Mental illness is a thing. It exists. In fact, 1 in 4 people will experience a mental illness in their lifetime. So if you're not affected by it, then one of your friends and family are. And if you don't know anyone with a mental illness, it's probably because they haven't told you, and they haven't told you because there's a social stigma attached to mental health. From what I've seen, more often than not, people dealing with a mental illness find it harder to deal with the stigma than they do the mental illness itself. And that is crazy because the stigma is created by us. So a mental illness constitutes as anxiety, anorexia, depression, bipolar disorder, OCD, schizophrenia, post-traumatic stress, and borderline personality disorder. Ultimately, we need to find an effective medication and treatment to deal with these illnesses. And that is happening. Every year that passes, we become increasingly knowledgeable about mental illnesses. Depression, for example, is one of the best documented illnesses in the world. However, what we're not doing is talking about it. And until we do that, nothing's going to change. Now, the stigma surrounding mental health isn't surprising at all. A mental illness generally suggests that something is wrong with the brain. Our brain is our control center, it's responsible for everything we do, and the idea of something being wrong with the brain generally suggests that we're out of control, and as humans, we hate that idea. We hate it so much that we just don't talk about it. We sweep it under the rug and pretend that it's not there. But it is. Mental illnesses are a thing, they're real, and they're very present, and we need to talk about them. A guy called Kevin Briel put it like this: when we break our arm, everyone runs forward to sign the cast, but when we say we have depression, everyone runs the other way. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I know that my heart is an organ the same as my brain is an organ. So why don't we treat them the same? Mental health disabilities are an illness, not a weakness. They are an issue, not an identity. It's okay to be suffering from a mental illness, but it's not okay to not talk about it, because then we achieve nothing.
Welcome to Yellow Ribbon Week! The few ways you can partake in Yellow Ribbon Week are using a Snapchat filter.
You can also visit your LST social worker and receive a Yellow Ribbon Week button.
You can also help your class win penny awards by filling up your jars outside the cafeteria during lunch hours.
There's also a staff jar, and all proceeds go to benefit the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline.
Today you can stop by outside the cafeteria to grab a ribbon for the rest of the week.
Also, on Wednesday, there will be a banner outside the cafeteria for everyone to sign. Sign it, and you get a lemon head.
Woo! On Thursday, you can visit some therapy dogs in Dr. Nelson's room, room 014, across from the Linker room.
Also, Friday's a yellow out, so remember, wear yellow.
And remember that no matter who you are or what you're struggling over, you are not alone.
At LHS, we stand together.
Spread the love.